The Sin of Monsieur Pettipon by Richard Edward Connell, narrated by Peter Coates. Moistening the tip of his immaculate handkerchief, Monsieur Alphonse-Marie Louis-Camille Pettipon deftly and daintily rubbed an almost imperceptible speck of dust from the mirror in stateroom C341 of the liner Voltaire of the Paris-New York Steamship Company, and a little sigh of happiness fluttered his double chins. He set about his task of making up the berths in the stateroom with the air of a high priest performing a sacerdotal ritual. His big pink hands gently smoothed the crinkles from the linen pillowcases. The woolen blankets he arranged in neat folded triangles, and stood off to survey the effect as an artist might. And indeed, Monsieur Pettipon considered himself an artist. To him, the art of being a steward was just as estimable as the art of being a poet. He was a Shelley of the dustpan, a Keats of the sheets. To him, the making up of a berth in one of the cabins he tended was a sonnet. An orange pip or burnt match on the floor was as intolerable as a false quantity. Few poets took as much pains with their pens as he did with his whisk. He loved his work with a zeal almost fanatical. Lowering himself to his plump knees, Monsieur Pettipon swept the floor with a busy brush, humming the while a little Provence song. My mamma's at Paris, my papa's at Versailles, but me, I am here, sleeping in the straw. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la, ooh la, ooh la la. As he sang the series of ooh la las, he kept time with strokes of his brush, one stroke to each la, until a microscope could not have detected the smallest crumb of foreign matter on the red carpet. Then he hoisted himself wheezily to his feet and with critical eye examined the cabin. It was perfection. Once more he sighed the happy little sigh of work well done. Then he gathered up his brush, his dustpan, and his collection of little cleaning rags, and entered the stateroom next door, where he expertly set about making things tidy to an accompaniment of ooh-la-las. Suddenly, in the midst of a la-la, he broke off, and his wide brow puckered as an outward sign that some disquieting thought was stirring beneath it. He was not going to be able to buy his little son Napoleon a violin this trip either. The look of contentment he usually wore while doing the work he loved gave way to small furrows of worry.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?